Hi, water signs. Welcome to This Is Your Sign. My name is Michelle Kelly. If you've already subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed yet, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell and give me a thumbs up. And when you do that, I will get recognized on YouTube more. So if you guys could do that, I'd really appreciate it. So how are you, water signs? Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. The month of February, I'm in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania. It is snowing, it is cold, it is freezing, but guess what? I have electricity. God bless Texas. God bless everybody who is suffering right now with all of this winter weather and a pandemic. This has not been easy. So I want to give you all the water signs out there, Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces, the best love and light that I can give to you, okay? Y is upside down. Time to go is upside down. And the next one is breathe. So, okay. So Y is upside down. So maybe you've been doing things and working on things and wondering why this isn't going any faster, why your life has been turned upside down. Time to go is like you're ready for action, but when it's upside down, it's like you think you're ready, but you're not ready yet. And then the next one is like breathe. Breathe, meditate, peace. Give yourself permission to relax, enjoy. You don't have to do everything at once. What is meant for you is meant for you. You're not going to screw it up. You can't. There is a divine plan for you, water signs, and your divine plan is not a treasure hunt with no map. You just get breadcrumbs every day. You just get enough to keep you going. Just messages from the divine, messages from spirit. What these messages look like, it can be a feather, it could be a bird, it could be a truck going by with a message on it. You could drive past a church where they have, you know, the letters on the board and there's like, is this a sign? Yes, it is. It's a sign for you. You start seeing numbers 222, 333, 444. Those are messages from the divine. Somebody that you're thinking about all of a sudden just calls you or texts you. These are all signs from the divine that you're on the right track. They see you, they hear you. You're okay. You're gonna be okay. That feeling of waiting for the other shoe to drop, everybody has it. It's asking you just to trust and breathe and be patient. Easier said than done, right? So I say Netflix and chill. So let's see why this is happening for you guys. I'm going to read it whenever it's upside down and has a message. And this is like your life has been turned upside down and maybe you haven't been able to figure out why yet, but it says sometimes subconsciously denying the truth may drive you towards a specific outcome that actually aligns with an intention hidden from your awareness. For example, you may want to be prominent in your profession, but your desire is really not about sharing your talents, but about making yourself feel better. Because fame would cause people to admire and approve of you, or may want you to reunite with the partner who rejected you because you believe that your love continues to be strong. But deep down, what you really desire is to have the last word with the person. Now is the time for deep soul searching and the why that drives your choices. It says, what you uncover will set you free and bring you even closer to the happiness that you seek. You know why this is happening? Because your ego was in your way. Your ego was blocking you. So what your ego is your head. Your ego is operating out of your head. And maybe you were operating out of your head and now you're learning to operate out of your heart. And you had to. A lot of times things happen to bruise your ego, to get you to start operating out of your heart. Maybe you went from all head to all heart, and now you're trying to connect the two. So this is saying whatever you were seeking, you think you're ready for it, and it's not time yet because your intention might not have been as pure as it needs to be. So I'm going to tell you that's okay. It starts off as not pure. That's how we live. That's how we function. That's how we survive. So that is not wrong. This is not to criticize you. Working out of your ego is a protective measure that most people had to learn how to work out of in order to survive and in order to keep yourself safe. So your world, your life, your relationship, something has been, you were knocked off of your square, but you needed to be knocked off of your square, because if you weren't knocked off of your square, you weren't going to be able to heal, able to connect, in order to get your affairs in order. So whatever happened to you, career, relationship, I don't know what else it could be. Career, relationship, something knocked you off your square. It could be more than one thing, by the way. But this pandemic maybe knocked you off of your square, the way you were doing things before you got knocked off of. And you know what? We all need to be knocked off of our square in order to get, to have the healing process start. So your healing process has started, water signs, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. So it needed to happen for you in order to heal. And maybe you thought you were ready for something and you weren't quite ready yet. That's okay. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. It doesn't mean you were doing it wrong. It just means that was part of your process. The next one is time to go, and it's upside down. So it's another card confirming, like, hold up, you're not ready yet, even though you think you are. And you know what? We all think if we get there faster, we'll be happier now. And the thing is to learn to just be happy where you are, not when the next thing happens, then you're going to be happy. But we were taught this, we were conditioned this. If this happens, then I'll be happy. And as soon as that happens, it turns into something else. So it's like never enough. And we keep repeating the same patterns. Like, I'll give you an example. I wanted a house years ago, and because of what happened in my marriage and my divorce, I worked under the table. I wasn't able to get a house right away. And I kept thinking, once I get a house, then I'll be happy. And you know what happens when you get a house? You think, once I pay this house off, then I'll be happy. Then I'll feel secure. And the thing is you won't feel secure until you're secure. Chances are, water signs, you have never felt secure. Most people have never felt secure. And even if security knocked on your door, you wouldn't know what it was, and you wouldn't be able to feel it because you've never felt it and you've never known what it is. And you're starting to learn what it is. And it's being connected. Your head being connected to your heart. And you know what the connection is from your head to your heart? It's the divine, it's God, it's spirit, it's your angels, it's source, it's whoever, it's nature, it's whoever helps you feel a connection to yourself, to your intuition. So that is when you're going to start feeling secure, and that's why you weren't ready yet. Not you're never going to be ready, but this is like have fun and then just enjoy where you are. Peace. It says endings, completion, walking away from something because there is nothing else to learn or experience. When the card is upside down, it says, even if you appeared that you reach the end of the line and all is lost, it isn't. You're in a situation that will resurface again later. So consider this break rather than an ending. Destiny is in charge here. You lose nothing and gain everything when you surrender to that fact. Your soul knows that your destiny is unfolding with perfect timing and synchronicity. Your small self has doubts. That's your head, that's your ego. But what is natural? All of it doesn't have the map of your destiny. The soul does. Your heart knows. Spirit loves you. Trust that. You guys are loved way more than you can ever imagine. You are a child of God. God don't make no junk. But it's like you needed closure. That's why you're not ready yet. Whatever you're in that has not healed, you need closure on this before you're able to move ahead. How that closure comes is different for everyone, but maybe just having the closure, not because of haha, you're right, I told you so. If that's where you are in your process, I'm not going to tell you that's wrong. That is not wrong. That is where you are. But eventually, when you can actually feel like, thank you, but no thank you, not no thank you, fuck you. If you are in the no thank you, fuck you, you need to be in the no thank you, fuck you. That's not wrong either. But until you can honestly wish this person well, this job well, this loss well, like this wasn't right for me and that's why I'm out of it, not because of haha, I told you so. So if you were in the haha, I told you so, still not wrong. That I'm never going to tell you that's wrong. That's part of your undoing. Once you get past haha, I told you so, it might just be I told you so. And then it might just be like, I needed to learn that. I was there, but I'm not there anymore. And thank you for this lesson. And it's time for me to go. That's when you're ready. So if you can understand what I'm talking about, I don't want to say what you are, where you are in your process is where you are in your process, and you can't speed it up and you can't make it go faster. So even though you have this information and knowing like, okay, I get it, Michelle. I know what I'm gonna, I feel that way. It's saying breathe, relax, meditate. You are not meant to speed this process up, and you're not doing it wrong. You can't do it wrong. There is a divine plan for you. You are on it, whether you recognize it or not. If you're pissed about it, good. You're grieving. That's the first stage of the grieving process. No, it's the second one. Denial, like this isn't really happening, or I can't even believe this is happening. That's the first part of the grieving process. If you're like freaking pissed, you're in the second stage of grieving, which is you're a lot further along than you think you are. So if you're pissed, you be pissed. You're allowed to be pissed until you're exhausted from being pissed. So it says patience, waiting, going slowly, wellness, meditation, trust. Even though it's telling you all of this, it's like, yeah, right, enough of this. Enough of the patience, enough of the waiting, enough of going slow, enough of the wellness, enough of the meditation, enough of the trust. Breathe. Breathe with intention. In through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. You can't speed this up. If there was a shortcut, I would give it to you. If I knew it, I would tell you. I'm 49 years old. I guarantee you there is no shortcut. You can't make it go faster. Just have fun. Do things that bring you joy. And you guys are healing and you need to heal. There's guided meditations on YouTube. I give guided meditations on on Zoom. I'll put the link below for all the water signs. If you guys have never meditated before, if you're nervous about it, if you're scared about it, it's like this process. You can't do it wrong. It says patience in all things is called for right now. What do you need to do when you're in a rush? Slow down, of course. Huh. So easy, right? Not. It says meditate and trust, breathe and repeat. Humans cannot exist without drawing breath. Now is the time to allow the life-giving element of air to replenish your body, your being, your very essence. Stop to smell the roses, breathe in the sunlight, and release the darkness. Miracles will appear. So all of you water signs, miracles are already appearing. It's just when you stop and smell the roses and take time to believe and breathe, you can see the miracles. And you know, I don't know if you guys are like me, but I used to think a miracle was like a blind man can see. A person in a wheelchair can walk. Like they needed to be extreme for me to notice a miracle, not like I showed up for work and I didn't want to, or I got out of bed today and I didn't want to, or I was able to show up for my own life. If you guys are in recovery, if you are recovering from an addiction, if you are recovering from anything, from a loss of a child, of a life you thought you were supposed to live, a loss of a job, a career, that is a lot. This card next that came up is grief. And it says, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. So in the grieving process, miracles are appearing, and it's very hard to see the miracles when you are focused on what you don't have anymore and what you lost and what you're not getting. I invite you to start writing down a list of gratitude of what you do have. Grief and grieving, it says, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. So as you are going through this grief and this grieving process, you know, it's different for everybody and how long it lasts for you. There is no time limit. It's not wrong. Some people, everybody grieves differently. Some people pretend like it's not happening. Some people get stuck in sadness. I don't want to say stuck. I want to say paused. So you might have been paused because you've been overwhelmed, and that is okay. But part of the miracle is realizing you're starting to come out of the pause and you're starting to be able to move. The next one is peace, and it says, I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. This is saying meditate. You guys, if you've never heard of meditation before, or you think, I ain't got time for that, you need it even more. If you think you're too busy to meditate, or you don't need to slow down, or you don't need to practice your breath work, you need it more, actually extra, you need extra. So if you're suffering from anxiety attacks or depression right now, this is a sign of breathing. You guys need peace. And it says, you are a being of love. You're a divine creature, so you are made of love. And it says, I release all negative energy. How do you do that? You guys, you need to find support. You need to find a place where you belong, where you feel a part of, where you feel like your people are. If you don't have that, I invite you to go look. If you are struggling from an addiction right now, there's Alcoholics Anonymous, there's Narcotics Anonymous. If you are codependent, which means you are addicted to people and how they are and how they act and how they are defines how you are. That's codependency. There's Al-Anon for that. There's also ACOA. It's ACA, Adult Children of Alcoholics. There's Narcotic Anonymous. There are spiritual coaches, spiritual advisors. There are priests and pastors you could talk to. But you need to get a support system in place, not just a support person, not a support animal. You can have a support animal, but you need more support than just on one thing. Do not put all of your eggs in one basket, and that will bring you peace. The next one says relationships. It says, I am attracted to people who serve my greater good, my higher good. So you are attracted to people who are on the same path as you, who are on the healing journey with you. Please don't spend a lot of time with people who don't understand you, who make you feel like you're crazy, or making you second guess yourself for doing what you're doing, which is, it sounds like you're supposed to not be doing a whole lot right now, but just trying to get in touch with yourself, your inner voice, your higher power, your angels, your guides, spirit, the divine. That is your job right now. It might not look like an actual job, and it might not pay you any monetary dollars, but just because it doesn't does not mean you're doing it wrong, or that is not your job right now. So your job is just to show up and participate in your own life and breathe and try and have a good time and enjoy it while you're doing it. Because again, like I told you, you can't do it faster. So you might as well just have fun and enjoy where you are. The next one is humor. And it says, laugh at yourself, lighten your heart, let nothing steal your happiness. So this girl is playing with a kitty. She also has a bird around her, and she looks like she's dancing. So it's like, you guys, lighten up. It's asking you to let go of that hammer. Stop beating yourself up, thinking if you known sooner, you could have did it faster and better, because that is just bullshit. The next one is energy, and it says, life force is flowing. Open yourself to receive the power from within. So you guys, life force is flowing. Open yourself to receive the power from within. So this is energy, and your energy is your divine energy. Everything that you need in order to be well does exist inside of you. I know you think it might exist outside of you, or somebody else is going to have your answer or be able to tell you which way to go or how to do it. And yes, some people are on the same journey that you're on, and they've been on it longer. So yes, take their suggestions, but ultimately you get to decide what's right for you, and nobody knows better than you. So even if you're seeking advice from other people and they're like, oh, I think you should do this, please take that with a grain of salt. Like, thank them for their opinion, but ultimately you have to do what's right for you and not what everybody else thinks you should do. The next one is dance, and it's green, and green is love and healing, and it says, find your heart's rhythm. Step lightly and swing with the melody. Close your eyes and let joy lead the way. You guys, you're dancers. You need to dance. You dance in your kitchen. You dance on Zoom. You get out there and shake your tail feather. You love dancing. You love music. You love art. This is like, go out there, dance, and have fun. That'll help pass the time, because you can't make it go faster, so you might as well have fun and enjoy it. Water signs, this is your sign signing off for the second half of February. I'm sending you love and light. If you're still watching, thank you so much, and please subscribe to my channel. Happy rest of February.